8 News Now national correspondent Mark Meredith is live in Washington, D.C., where the crowds are pouring in from all over the globe. And Mark, how would you describe the mood right now?
Hey there, Brian. Right now, the mood certainly is one of curiosity as to what we can expect to hear in the next 4 hours, but not to mention the next 4 years. The sun's just now coming up over here in Washington. So far, the rain is holding off. Not too chilly at all. But the big question is going to be also how many people will show up to watch this swearing-in ceremony in person, and what will it mean for the new administration? The stage is set, security is tight, and in a few hours, Donald Trump will become America's 45th president. Arriving in D.C. on Thursday, Trump is wasting no time making himself at home. By late today, Congress and the new administration will be moving fast to roll back 8 years of President Obama's executive orders and legacy policies. But some Democrats tell us they hope Trump offers up an agenda open to all Americans.
That he stands up and says, I understand 55% of the public voted against me, but I'm their president. I want to work with them.
But today's not all about work. Mr. Trump will enjoy front row seats to a parade in his honor, several balls all across town, and of course, the unique experience of walking into the White House as a resident for the first time. It'll be an experience the vice president-elect says won't soon be forgotten.
We are all ready to go to work. In fact, we can't wait to get to work for the American people to make America great again.
And we can tell you that the president-elect has awoken here in Washington because he is tweeting this morning, already encouraging his supporters to get out there and support him starting at 11 a.m. Eastern. That's when he's expected to make his way from the White House with President Obama. Marine One, the president's helicopter, just set up here on this outside the Capitol. That's what's going to take the first current occupants, President Obama and his family, out to Joint Base Andrews, and then they're going to be heading to California a little bit later on today. Brian, Kirsten?
And Mark, you mentioned security early on in your report. Any specifics you can offer?
Oh, I can give you a first-hand specific. I live about 1.5 miles here from the Capitol. It took about 2 hours to walk here. I'm not that slow of a walker, I promise. It's just that the entire area around the Capitol is completely shut down. We've seen this at conventions. You guys had a debate in Vegas. This security is 10 times what we saw outside of UNLV. That's how tough things are here. All for good reason, though, so we're going to be watching very closely to see what happens later today.
Were you just being stopped every 30 or 40 feet, Mark, just to kind of break it down?
No,
just out of curiosity.
It's just that they have all of these roadblocks set up. So let's say you want to go across the street. You have to go from one to the next. It's like a big game of Tetris trying to make sure this works out. It is not easy, guys. I'll tell you, I was getting frustrated almost to the point where I'm begging park police, like, any chance I can get on this golf cart? You don't know. I don't want to lose my job. But no, it was interesting. We made it here, though, so that's the most important thing.
Mark, you got your 10,000 steps in for the day already.
I did. I really did. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Have a
you
good day, guys.
so much,
Thanks.
Mark. You as well.